The UNI women's basketball team never finished their scheduled 2019-2020 season as the conference tournament was shut down the day before their quarterfinal round game. Well, we finally have some games back on the calendar. These may not be the first games the Panthers play, as there's a chance to add non-conference games in November and December. But we do have the conference portion of the schedule for the upcoming season. The UNI women's basketball team returns all MVC players Carly Rucker, Megan Maas, and the program's steady director, head coach Tanya Warren, who enters her 14th season. The Panthers have hit the 17-win plateau each of the last 11 years, and they get ready to embark on a season like no other. The Panthers open Valley play at Illinois State, the only team UNI played an overtime period with last year. 3 home games follow that opening weekend, with the highly anticipated home game against Drake on the 15th. It's a battle UNI won last year in their final contest of the season. January ends at home against a team UNI swept last year, while February begins in Chicago with another team it swept. Home games return on the 19th and 21st with Southern Illinois and Missouri State, last year's regular season champions. A road trip to finish February means the final weekend of the regular season is at home. The Panthers host Bradley and Illinois State, who both finished with top 4 seeds after last year's regular season.